Welcome back to the Brits. What's it like to be here again?
Fun, we're having a great time. It's been a beautiful day. It's quite chill, looking forward to performing.
Period.
So obviously last year you were here winning the Rising Star Award. How has life changed for you since then?
I didn't hear what she said.
How has life changed since Rising Star? We've done a lot more touring. We've travelled the world. We've been to Australia, Japan, America, bigger shows. We played the Hammersmith Apollo 3 times, which is amazing. And yeah, now we're just like taking a little pause from that to work on new music, and that's been really cool as well. So yeah, a lot's changed, but also we're just sort of riding the wave still.
So you came out of a massive 2024. What do you have planned for 2025?
Hopefully new music. I think we're working on it at the moment. It feels really good to be creating again after touring for so long. So hopefully that.
What can you tell us about the new music? How's it sounding?
No.
Secret. You might have heard some. If you come to a show, you might hear some.
So obviously you got such a massive response from the last album. Is there maybe a sense of pressure writing new material now, or have you just got the cogs turning and you're ready to do it all over again?
I don't think so. I think we're approaching the second album with the same way we approached the first album, which is just what we kind of want to do without any pressures or expectations. And I think obviously there is that kind of a little bit of anxiety about, the sophomore thing, but I think we're just sticking to what we want to do. We're not thinking or anticipating what anyone else wants from us or what we should do, and just kind of doing what feels right for now.
What have you been listening to where maybe it might influence the new music? We might see new genres seeping in?
I mean, it's kind of like we're not doing a complete left turn, but we're pushing ourselves, we're trying different things, we're experimenting, yeah.
I've been listening to Perfume Genius quite a lot, which I feel like for the kind of the scale of it, I feel like might work its way into the album. But nothing specific. It's all mystery for now.
Yeah.
Keeping our cards close to our chest.
Last year we saw you cancel a few shows because of burnout. What lessons have you had taking forward where this is going to be your strongest year yet?
I think planning your year with limitations as well, and not seizing every single opportunity just because it's great. You have to value yourself as the greatest thing, and if you don't put that first, then everything else will crumble because you haven't been able to maintain the thing that keeps you going on tour. So just because an opportunity is great doesn't necessarily mean that you are able to meet that. So I think setting out your expectations for the year, what your physical and mental limitations are, and we hope that other artists sort of learn from that as well going into the future, talking more about mental health and touring and how those two things interact. So we learned a really valuable lesson from having to do that. And we hope that the industry at large sort of absorbs some of that, because a lot of other artists have had to do the same thing, and it's tragic for the fans and everyone involved, really. So hope that that's something that we all learn from going forward.
It was great because it has encouraged, I think, a lot more discussion about artists' mental health. Is that something that you've noticed? There's a lot more openness about it now. Is it something you'd like to see continue?
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of discussion. I feel like historically, artists have not had a good time. And there's like not, it's kind of, when you start a band, you just want to write music, play music, it's something you love, but you don't think that you're starting a business. And you have to set the safeguarding for yourself, and you have to learn how to run it and employ people. And so that, once you kind of enter into making any money from making music, which is really hard in the first place, then there's that whole other learning curve that comes. And I think if we kind of collect as artists and start talking about it more, it would just help the next generation, because it's hard. Yeah.
Okay, and what words of advice would you offer to someone who's starting out as a musician? Be kind. Just be kind to yourself. Like, burnout is a real thing. Your mental health is important, and only you know
what your limit is. No one else can know that for you. So be mindful of yourself, how you're feeling. That's important. Therapy.
It's good.